Tangem just announced their biggest updates ever that's rolling out this year, so in this video I'm going to show you exactly what these updates are, when we can expect to see them, along with some new products that Tangem will be releasing in 2024. But first I want to tell you why Tangem is one of my personal favorite cold wallets and how it is unlike any other cold wallet on the market. Using a cold wallet to keep your crypto safe is crucial because unlike a hot wallet, it stores your private key offline on the physical device, or in this case on the physical cards inside the secure element chip, making your crypto less susceptible to hacks. But the main issue with most cold wallets is that they're not very user-friendly, so despite people wanting to maybe transition into using a cold wallet, they usually just end up saying, screw it, I'll just keep my crypto on an exchange or in a hot wallet, which is actually a huge risk. But Tangem isn't like other cold wallets, at least in my experience, because I think it's easier to set up than most hot wallets because the Tangem app walks you through every single step during the setup process. Plus, the card comes with all the security elements you would want from a secure cold wallet, including a secure element chip, which stores your private key. You can randomly generate a 12-word seed phrase. Plus, you never have to update the wallet. The only thing you have to worry about updating is the Tangem app. That said, Tangem's firmware is not open source. However, they have been audited by two cybersecurity firms. The first one being Kudelski Security, which was done a few years ago. And then more recently in 2023, they were audited by Riskier. That said, the Tangem app is 100% open source and all of its code is viewable on GitHub. Plus, I believe that Tangem is one of the most durable cold wallets on the market. It is completely waterproof and it's resistant to extreme temperatures, and that's probably why they are able to offer a 25-year product replacement warranty. Plus, it supports a ton of tokens and blockchain networks, with even more being added with these new updates in 2024. So if you don't have a Tangem wallet yet, or maybe you want to pick up another Tangem wallet, you can use my 10% off discount code in the description of this video to get 10% off your order. Okay, now let's take a look at all of these updates rolling out in 2024, some of which have already been released, but they're all going to make Tangem even that much better. And then later, I'm going to show you some new products that Tangem is releasing this year. So one of the biggest bottlenecks with Tangem and other cold wallets in general, at least in my opinion, is swapping or converting your token for a different token, especially if it's on a different blockchain network. Well, that's where Tangem Express comes in. This new feature allows you to swap your tokens directly in the Tangem app without having to send your tokens externally to a centralized exchange or connecting your wallet to a decentralized exchange to make the swap. So to achieve this, Tangem actually teamed up with some crypto exchanges such as 1inch and ChangeNow to offer us multiple rates. So when you go to convert your token using the Tangem app, you're actually going to get the best rate by default because they have partnered with multiple exchanges. And the best part about this feature is that it has already rolled out on the Tangem app. If you've logged into your Tangem app lately, you'll see the swap feature. I tried it myself today. I did a cross-chain swap and it worked flawlessly. Of course, there are fees to do a swap, but that's standard with any platform that you use to swap your crypto. And this next feature is a pretty big upgrade to the app itself. Tangem is actually adding more transaction history. Currently, they support transaction history for Ethereum and Bitcoin, but they're adding more networks such as Tron and maybe a few other ones. I'm not completely sure, but Tron for sure. That way we can view our transaction history directly in the app. Along with that, the Tangem app will soon provide live price charts and market data so that you can view your investments directly in the app. And as I mentioned earlier, Tangem was recently audited by Riskier, and with this other update, it will allow the Tangem app to actually prove that Riskier audited your card's firmware, which is the first time this type of authentication has ever been added into a hardware wallet. And then there's even talk of Tangem getting a third audit done, which is pretty crazy because I don't think there's any hardware wallet on the market that has gotten 3 security audits done. There will also be some new designs for the Manage Tokens page and the Send page that will provide more details for the token and the send transaction function. And then another update will provide more support for different blockchains, including VeChain and XDC in January, followed by Algorand, Hedera, and Aptos in February, and finally Radiant, Nexa, and Koinos networks in March. I guess those were the most requested networks by the community, so those are the networks that they are prioritizing in these future updates. Also, I found another feature that Tangem will be implementing in Q1 or Q2 of 2024. It's not on their 2024 roadmap. However, I was browsing through some comments on Twitter, and it's a feature that I know a lot of us have been waiting for, and that is the ability to support multiple addresses for tokens. And I did see that Tangem's CTO did confirm that they are working on this feature and it will be released this year. That said, we can expect all these features to roll out in Q1 and Q2 of 2024, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of them were put on the back burner and maybe we'll see them later in the year because this is a lot of work. But nonetheless, I'm super excited for all of the updates this year. But upgrades to the app aren't the only updates we should be expecting this year. They're also expanding support for local communities, so we can expect to see a dedicated moderator for the German Telegram channel, along with French, Turkish, and Chinese community pages, and improved customer service worldwide. And part of that support comes from a huge upgrade to their logistics and manufacturing team. You have to understand that Tangem is still a startup company, so compared to other wallet manufacturers like Ledger or Trezor, they're actually still just a baby, which I was actually really surprised to hear considering how popular they are. But they are working on growing bigger this year by opening new fulfillment and manufacturing centers in France, the USA, the UAE, and Indonesia, which should also reduce delivery times significantly. So that's about it for the updates this year, but Tangem is also dropping some crazy products. The first product we can expect to see is a limited run of white Tangem cards that look awesome. Currently, they offer these black cards, which I think these are like the stealth mode cards, but the white cards definitely stand out. I'll definitely be getting a set myself. Pretty excited to see that. We should expect to see that launched, if not this month in January, then sometime in February. If you want to be the first to know when these new products drop, make sure you subscribe to my channel because believe me, I will be the first one to let you know. Now, if you've been following my channel, then you know and are probably looking forward to this next product that they're dropping later in the year, which is the Tangem Ring. This is actually a prototype that I was sent from Tangem, and it works exactly the same as the cards. It's just in a discrete ring form. So unless you tell someone that there is a crypto wallet on this ring, they're gonna have no idea. But we can expect to see this ring in Q2 or Q3 of 2024, and it will come in different sizes. And it's possible that it will come in different colors, but I wouldn't expect to see that when it first drops. I just expect one color, probably something pretty plain like this right here. All that said, Tangem already offers a bunch of features that you might not know about, which I go over in this next video, where I answer 25 of the most commonly asked questions about Tangem. So definitely check that out. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Peace.